Class, we're going to start on page 10 in our notebook today. So let's look down at the bottom of the page where we've got our silent final E jobs. Now, without looking at your page or mine, I want to see, can you tell me which silent final E do we use in the word since? Which one do we use to make our k say s? All right, nice work. If you said job 3, C or G, think job 3. All right, I have dance written here already. If you don't have anything written in job 3, for our first box, we're going to write since there. If you have dance written here like I do, just go ahead and write since on the other side of your practice paper. Class, so what are we going to write to spell, or let's see, how are we going to make our k say in the word since? All right, good. We're going to use silent final E job 3, so go ahead and write that and mark it. All right, when I show you, go ahead and check your work. If you were missing any markings, go ahead and add them in. Some of you are doing a fantastic job checking your work. Some of us could do a little better. All right, nice work. All right, our next word is expect. And I want you to tell me which part of speech it is, whether expect is a noun or a verb. All right, I expect you to do your best. Expect. Class, is that a noun or a verb? You know how to figure out which one it is? All right, when you know, put your finger on your nose. All right, class, what is it? All right, I really hope everyone said verb. Remember, because I said I expect, if it's something that I can do, it's going to be a verb. All right, so we're on page 16. Your first free line. All right, what's our first syllable in expect? All right, good. X. Say the sounds while you write them. And what's our second syllable? Good. Our second syllable is pecked. What are the sounds in pecked? Good. P, e, k, t. Say the sounds while you write them. All right, class, what's the first syllable? Good, X. And the second one? Good, pecked, expect. Do I need to mark anything? Nope, I do not. All right, class, now I'm very excited because we have a synonym, and we've hardly had any synonyms, or a synonym to a word we learned. All right, so let's go to our page 12 synonyms. Class, what are synonyms? Good, so 2 words that mean almost exactly the same thing. All right, so the word that we learned yesterday is a synonym with the word we learned today. So for yesterday, the word we learned yesterday, the word is reply. Reply. Go ahead and write and mark reply. If you're not sure, do it on your practice paper first. All right, check it. All right, now reply means almost exactly the same thing as a word that we learned today. Class, if you can remember, tell me which word did we learn today that would be a synonym with reply? Okay, if you said answer, you are just right. But wait, before we write answer, Tell me how we say answer to spell it. All right, if you said answer, you're just right. If not, say it with me one more time. Answer. All right, what's the first syllable? Good, an. And the second one? Good, swir. And which do we use? Good, the of her. So go ahead and write that and mark it. And let's check our work. Make sure you have all the markings in. Remember, the markings help us remember how to spell it correctly. All right, class, now we had a suffix today that we added to a base word that we learned to make a new word. So let's go to our suffixes page. That's all the way back on page 33. All right, so on the top we have our prefixes. We want to go, prefixes go at the beginning. We want to go down to suffixes. Suffixes go at the end. All right, so for our suffix that we did today, the suffix was full. So in this first box here, well, your first free line, the first part where it says suffix, we're going to write full. All right, so it should look like this. So remember, it's not like our word full. That one, we use our floss rule. For this, when it's a prefix or a suffix, we just use one O. All right, let's see. The meaning, so meaning here, we're going to put fills. So when we add full to the end of a word, it means that it fills a person with that thing. So wonderful means it fills you with wonder. So fills is going to go in our second there for our second box there for meaning. Full means it fills something. I think it has to be a person. All right, and then for the example, we're going to write the word wonderful. All right, but how do we say wonderful to spell it? Oops. Good, we have to say wonderful. So what's our first syllable? Good, wan. Go ahead and write it. Second syllable? Good, der. Which Good, the of her. And our third syllable? Right, it's just that suffix, full. All right, when you've finished writing it, mark it. Pause the video if you're not finished. All right, check your work and make sure you have all those syllables and all the markings. All right, nice job, class. Let's see, we are going to practice adding suffixes to one of the words that we had, even though these words won't be for spelling, they'll just be, or they're not going to be on our quiz. It's just for us to practice, but we're going to go to page 22. Class, what do we have on page 22? All right, good. We've got our 1-1-1 rule. So remember, that's when you're adding a vowel suffix to a one-syllable word that ends with one vowel followed by one consonant. We're going to double the last consonant. All right, class, our word scrub that we learned today is a 1-1-1 word. All right, so in the first column here, I want you to write scrub. Tell me what you're going to write to spell it. Good. S-k-r-a-b. All right, say the sounds while you write them. And see if you need to mark anything. All right, go ahead and check it. Good. Now, so we're going to practice adding a couple vowel suffixes. Before we add a vowel suffix, what are we going to do to this last consonant? Excellent. We're going to double it. Let's see. So if we want to write the word scrubbed, I scrubbed the floor already. Scrubbed. We would write our base word. We'd write another b, and then we would add our vowel suffix. What's the vowel suffix? All right, nice work if you said edit, past tense ending. That is exactly what it is. So go ahead and on your next line here, go ahead and write scrubbed and see if you can do the markings. All right, I didn't have us check and see how many syllables. Scrubbed. I hope we can start remembering to do that by ourselves. All right, but scrubbed, this is not saying its first sound, so it doesn't get its own syllable, and this is how it would be marked. All right, so fix it if yours doesn't look like this. All right, and then our last one, we're going to write scrubbing. So wait, how many syllables are in scrubbing? 2 syllables, yes. I was scrubbing the pot when the doorbell rang. Scrubbing. All right, so remember 2 syllables. So the second syllable is going to be our doubled last consonant. And then our vowel suffix. What's the vowel suffix we're adding? Good, ing. All right, go ahead and make sure yours looks like mine. All right, nice job, class. I will see you in our next video.